Hi, this is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. Managers are concerned with reinforcements, meaning we would like employees to be doing the good stuff over and over again. Now, usually, how do we reinforce good behavior? We reinforce good behavior by giving them reminders. And sometimes reminders can be a little bit nagging in nature. There is a better way to reinforce positive behavior, and that is by the mode of recognition. In engagement competency number 6, our team members or employees should be able to say, my manager has recognized my contribution during this past week. Now, how do regular recognition help with reinforcements? Most of us would like to create the right team culture, with loyalty, the right team culture with high performance, the right team culture with regular contributions, and so on. And yet, not many realize that culture is actually comprising of individual habits. Habits that are practiced on a regular basis contribute to the team culture. When it comes to team culture, one of the characteristics that we as leaders should aim for is to inculcate a culture of appreciation. In fact, the US Department of Labor states that the number one reason why people leave their jobs is that they sense that there is a lack of appreciation. Now, in building that team culture of appreciation requires us to practice the regular habit of recognition. And recognition needs to take place at least once a week. Now, some may say, praising my employees once a week, now isn't that a little bit too much? But if you think about it, how often do you want your employees to be producing good work? Now, good work comes from good motivation, and good motivation comes from good recognition. So if you want your employees to be doing good work on a daily basis, then praising them once a week is actually not very much. In fact, you can even do more than that. Recognition must be a habit. Secondly, recognition ought to be individualized. People like to be treated as individuals. They do not like to be treated as part of a mass group. They have their unique name, they have their unique giftings, and they have their unique strengths, and they want to be recognized as such. Try these two helpful questions the next time you have a one-on-one chat with your employee. The first question is this: what type of recognition do you prefer? And secondly, what are you most comfortable with? Because this guy here might be comfortable in receiving a plaque or a trophy in public, but for this other person, a quiet word of praise or a written note of appreciation would be something that he is comfortable with. So different people, different strokes when it comes to recognition. That's why your act of recognition and your discipline of recognition has got to be something which is meaningful, not for you, but for the individual. You have got to start from their perspective for your recognition to be meaningful. Finally, reject the silent treatment. What is the silent treatment? The silent treatment is this attitude from managers that goes this way. No news is good news, meaning that when you are doing a good job, when you're doing what is right, I don't have to say anything. I only come in and talk to you when something goes wrong. When you're doing a good job, I will leave you alone. So no news is good news. It's almost like the wife that asked the husband, honey, do you still love me? And the husband says, okay, dear, I'll tell you only when I change my mind. No news is good news. Now, this is definitely not the type of habit you should have if you want to create a culture of appreciation. The thing is this, your employees do honestly want to do a good job, but how can you reinforce the message that they should continue to do a good job if you are silent and you play the strong, silent, macho type of a manager? It won't work. So if you want your employees to continue to do the good job, you must reinforce that habit and that attitude by being engaged with them. And one simple way of being engaged with your employees is to give them constant recognition, is to talk to them regularly, is to have regular conversations with them and let them know what's on your mind, because they definitely cannot read it. So be known as a manager that actively look for opportunities to find your employees doing what is right, rather than talking to them only when things goes wrong. That is very disengaging. So remember, recognition is a habit. Do it at least once a week. If you want daily good contribution from your employee, once a week recognition is not too much to ask. And secondly, it must be meaningful. Team members like the individualized approach. That is very motivating. And finally, reject the silent treatment. Look for the good in others and remember, say it. This is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. Thanks for watching.